Hey everyone! So today we are going to be doing my hits and shits of 2016. I'm not going to do a December favorites this month because I really didn't have any time to try any of the things that I got since I did get everything like at the end of the year for Christmas. So I thought I would do a 2015 best and worst videos, and the first thing that we're going to start off with is music. Best albums of the year, Waves 5 or V. Amazing, listening to it on repeat non-stop. Lil Debbie's Homegrown album, amazing. Peripheral Vision by Turnover, amazing. Something I've not stopped listening to like since I found out about them again. And Grimes Art Angels. I have that shit on repeat always. Okay, so let's talk about some albums that were not good. The first one is the new Fall Out Boy album. I think it's like American Beauty or something. Terrible! I like to pretend that Fall Out Boy is still broken up just so that I don't have to believe that their new stuff is actually them. Best Coast's new album, California Nights, terrible. I hate their new sound. It doesn't sound anything like the Best Coast that I liked. It sounds way too clean and like kind of poppy. I hate it. I hate it so much. The next thing is 21 Pilots' Blurry Face. Whenever I hear anyone likes 21 Pilots or is looking for the album on vinyl, I just fucking cringe. I don't see the appeal in 21 Pilots. Their music is a train wreck. I'd rather like cut my eyes out than listen to their entire like soundtrack. Not good. Okay, so let's move on to skincare. My first favorite is going to be coconut oil. This year, coconut oil really changed my life. I use it for everything. I moisturize my face, my body. I take my makeup off with this. I use this in like facial scrubs or body scrubs. I use this shit for everything, honestly. My other number one skin hit, I can have more than one number one. It is tea tree oil. This year, my skin has not been the best. I've had a lot of problems with keloids and scarring and stuff, and I just popped some tea tree oil on it and it's amazing. It's antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal. Let's get started on makeup, like why everyone is really here. So let's start in the brushes category. So my first favorite has to be the Beauty Blender. This shit changed my life. I use it for basically everything in my beauty routine now. Like I use it to contour, I use it to blend, I use it for my foundation, I use it for my powder. It is amazing. Literally no like dupe brush or anything will ever live up to the like original Beauty Blender. My Ride or Die eyeshadow brush of 2015 has to be the Crown Brush C476 Crease Shadow Brush. And it is this brush with the fluffy end and the little point on the bottom. If you've watched any of my makeup tutorials, you know that I'm using this brush. This brush has been through thick and thin with me. It's so soft. It's amazing. Like, and it's really cheap too. I checked their website like a few months ago. It's like $6 or something. I'd highly recommend. Crown Brushes C476. And my last favorite brush is the e.l.f. small angled brush. I use this for my eyebrows. e.l.f. brushes are really the only good thing about e.l.f. Like their brushes are amazing, their makeup not so much. Okay, so I don't have any favorite primers this year. I've been trying out a lot of primers and honestly none of them are really noteworthy. So I have a few primers that I do not like. The first one being the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. It is way too silicone-y for my skin. It made all of my foundations slide around. It was a mess. It was a disaster. Never again. Next couple primer shits of the year. are the e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer and then the redness one. These primers don't do shit besides make my makeup smear around. The packaging is really cute, but it's e.l.f. so automatically like it sucks ass. So let's talk about some favorite foundations. I have two Ride or Die foundations. I have the Makeup Forever Ultra HD, which I've been using a lot lately. This is amazing. It makes your skin look luminous and just flawless. And the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet, I can no longer use this by itself since it is pretty matte and my skin is so dry right now from it being winter. But I've loved this foundation all year. I've used this foundation for like 2 years now and it's honestly never done me wrong. I mix it with the Ultra HD now in the places that I want a little bit more coverage. And now let's talk about some foundations that I didn't like. The first one being the e.l.f. Acne Fighting Foundation. And first of all, their lightest shade is nowhere near light enough for me. It is way too orange and disgusting looking. Second of all, it burned. It burned my skin so bad when I put it on. I immediately had to take it off. My skin was red from the acne fighting stuff in it. And it smells like really bad too from what I remember. Yeah, but I don't like that shit. The next thing is I think it's Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. That shit is like water. Like it has absolutely no coverage at all. It smells really weird too and it broke me out. It's so oily for being matte. Definitely does not dry matte. It dries like satin at best. My favorite eye primer of the year is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. This has always been my Ride or Die. This is the first and only eyeshadow primer that I've ever purchased in my entire life. Like, I swear by this. I don't have any eyeshadow primer shits because this is the only one that I use. I really don't stray from the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion, and this is the original one. So let's talk about eyeshadows now. My favorite eyeshadow single of the month, of the year, is hands down Buxom It Crowd. This is amazing. All of Buxom's eyeshadows are literally the greatest things ever. They're so pigmented, they're so beautiful, and you can customize and make your own palettes or just get them in these singles like this. Hands down, this is my all-time favorite single eyeshadow, possibly ever. So my least favorite eyeshadow singles have to go to the Sigma eyeshadows. I gave them away. I give away a lot of the products that I don't like because a lot of my friends or my sister's friends will like a product that I don't like. These Sigma eyeshadows, for me, I had one matte and one kind of metallic-y one. They were shit. They lacked pigmentation. They were really chalky and they didn't blend. And like, if you finally got them to blend, you basically blended it all away. And it was really sad. So I do not recommend Sigma eyeshadows. So let's talk about eyeshadow palettes. My absolute favorite one of the year, hands down, goes to the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. I use this palette so much that it's broken. Don't know, I think I stepped on it, that's what happened. But I use this all the time. Well, I use most of the shades. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this? And this is a really ugly color, and so is that. But most of these colors are amazing, and this has been like my go-to palette. Like, these two shades have by far been my favorite, plus the highlighter. I use it to highlight my whole face too. This palette is amazing. And the second eyeshadow palette that has been rocking my world is the Sugar Pill Burning Heart palette, and it looks like this. I haven't had this one as long as the Too Faced Chocolate Bar, but this is in one of my favorites. It has the bold colors that I love, and they're all like warm except for this purple, but they look really good together, and I can do so many makeup looks with this. The eyeshadows are so pigmented and they blend so well. Sugar Pill is just amazing. Let's talk about eyebrows for a second. My go-to eyebrow has to be the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in dark brown. Shocker, this is everyone's ride or die, but it has to be in this video because I am loving this. Okay, so next is my favorite eyeliner of 2015, and it has to be the NYX Vinyl Liquid Liner. The brush is so tiny, you can get a beautiful, precise line, and it is also so black too. It's amazing. It's my favorite eyeliner for a reason. The shit also does not come off. So let's talk about some eyeliners that I don't like. The first one being the e.l.f. waterproof eyeliner pen. The first thing is that this is definitely not waterproof. I tested it and it was a disaster. And this is what it looks like. It is definitely not that black. And the felt tip is pretty wide and it's pretty flimsy too. So it is so hard to get a precise line. It's basically impossible. And yeah, this is just not good shit. And my other least favorite eyeliner for 2015 is the e.l.f. liquid eyeliner. That used to be my go-to, and then I upgraded to the NYX one, and I didn't really realize how bad the liquid one was until I got a new one. And that eyeliner is so watery, and you have to apply so many coats to get anywhere near close to like a solid black line that it's just, you go through it so fast, like it's not even worth it. So my next hit is a powder, and it is the Makeup Forever HD powder. This is the hands down best powder I've ever used in my entire life. First of all, it has this little guy just to keep your powders from going everywhere, which I really love. I have the mini version and I've had it for a long time, and I'm probably halfway done with it. I've had this for literally months, like probably more than that also. And I'm not one of those people that goes light with the powder. I put that shit everywhere. This powder is so finely milled. It's amazing. It makes my skin look awesome, not grainy or disgusting, and it keeps my makeup in place really, really well. So my shit is basically the dupe for the Makeup Forever HD powder, and it's the e.l.f. High Definition powder. First things first, this packaging is so huge and so bulky, and this is what it looks like. I've used a lot of it because I've spilled a lot of it, and it just feels like disgusting. It's really, really like not finely ground, and it sits on your face all day. It doesn't really like absorb into your skin like the Makeup Forever one does. It like melts into your skin when you set it with a setting spray. This e.l.f. High Definition powder sits on your face, and your face just feels like grimy like all day, like you fresh applied powder like all day. It's disgusting. I hate this powder. I hate it. And the next powder that I do not like is the Tarte Amazon, or the Smooth Operator Amazonian Clay Pressed Finishing Powder. This really didn't do anything for me. As you can see, I do have like a little bit left around the ring, but I don't like this powder. It didn't do anything for me. It didn't keep my makeup in place very well. It didn't keep my oil in control. It's basically like, I don't know, not that impressed with it. Makeup Forever HD powder, so much better. Let's talk about setting sprays now. My new favorite is Makeup Forever Mist and Fix. I've been using this non-stop since I bought it a few weeks ago. I don't think I'm going to turn back to the Urban Decay ones, but I still do love the Urban Decay De-Slick. This did keep my face pretty matte and like oil-free throughout the entire day, which I really love. And I did not like the Urban Decay All-Nighter. It didn't do anything for me. I didn't see it keep my makeup on any longer or making it look better longer. I wasn't that impressed with it. So hands down, my favorite mascara of 2015 is the Too Faced Better Than Sex. I have been using this non-stop. It's amazing, makes my eyelashes look amazing. You guys ask me all the time what mascara I use on Twitter, and in my Instagram pics, it's this one. Always, 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 always. It's always this one. It just makes my eyelashes look like no mascara has ever done before. I just love it. I love it so much. And my least favorite mascara is one that I actually just received as a Christmas present, but it's already the worst one I've ever used. It's the Urban Decay Big Fatty Eyeliner, or not eyeliner, mascara. And the brush is just so big and it gets so much product on it that I literally have to like wipe it off on the side before I can even use it. I don't know, my sister says she loves this mascara, but it also makes my eyelashes look like spider legs, and it really like separates but also clumps, which the shit that I don't like. So let's talk about lipsticks, aka everyone's favorite right now. My favorite liquid lipstick has to be the Colourpop Trap and all of the Colourpop liquid lipsticks. Honestly, no liquid lipstick has ever just been hands down amazing for me, but these have been the best since they are so cheap that it doesn't really matter. Your lips are gonna crack like no matter what liquid lipstick you use. All liquid lipsticks are gonna end up looking like shit anyways, so why not pick the one that's like a lower cost? I'll use my shits for liquid lipsticks. The Jeffree Star lipsticks, as you guys already know that I'm not a fan. If you saw my swatch and first impressions of the Jeffree Star holiday lipsticks, then you would know that I hate them a lot. They're not worth the hype to me. They are really liquidy. They're really patchy. The formula is really inconsistent. I know a lot of people love them, but a lot of people also have the same problems as I do. They're really expensive. Again, I think I already said that, but they're expensive and they're not that good to be expensive in my opinion. And then I have another shit for liquid lipsticks, and I'm pretty sad to do this, but LA Splash Cosmetics literally dropped the ball on this. This is the Lip Couture Waterproof Liquid Lipstick, and I think they changed their formula or something because they did change their packaging. First of all, how am I supposed to get a precise line with this shit? And they smell pretty bad too, which is pretty shitty. And they do end up crumbling by the end of the day. I don't know if you mind that. I know I do. And if you try to like reapply like over the places that are crumbling, it doesn't work. You have to take it all off and reapply. I don't think I'm going to buy from LA Splash anymore since I haven't been impressed, and Colourpop lipsticks are a lot cheaper since they did raise their prices on their lipsticks from like $12 to like $16. That's ridiculous. So let's talk about regular lipsticks. Let's talk about regular lipsticks now. The first one that I'm completely in love with is the NARS Matte Lip Pencil in Sex Machine. This is the perfect pinky nude color. It's a perfect everyday color just to like throw in your purse, like when you're on the go. This is a swatch of it. It is so pretty. I love it so much. I love the NARS Matte Lip Pencils. They're all amazing. I'm lost for words. I just love them so much. The next lipstick I've been loving is Max Diva, which is just a really awesome red color. I'll do a swatch of this one too. It's more of like a purpley red or like a blue red, other than like a really, really true red. Amazing. I love MAC lipsticks. They're all so creamy and they don't like dry out my lips, which is amazing. And a lipstick that I haven't really been feeling this year is the OCC lip tars. I don't have any problem with them, like they're good, but I just don't see myself reaching for these since they are in the tube. I know that they repackaged them and I really want to purchase them, but the lip tars like in the tube are pretty disappointing just because you don't want to wear them because they're in a tube and you have to use a lip brush, and if you're out somewhere, like it's such a hassle to try to apply again because they don't really dry completely matte. CC is amazing, but I feel like these were just not the best choice for their line. I know they reformulated it and they are in like tubes now, or not tubes, they're in actual lipstick tubes now, but still, I have them. So the next is another e.l.f. product. Shocker, right? This year I've really been branching out and I've tried a lot of products, and a lot of them being from e.l.f. since they're so cheap, and I'm just like, oh, maybe this will work good. It never does. The e.l.f. matte lip colors are terrible. Literally so terrible. They just look cheap. This is the swatch right here, and they accentuate every single line inside of your lips. They look cheap when you put them on. They feel like crayons, and they're just really waxy, and they don't last all day, obviously. And the packaging is also super big, so it's like super inconvenient to take with you places. And yeah, I accidentally bought like 2 of the same color, and I'm just about to throw these away now that this video's being filmed and almost done. So the last thing I want to talk about is my favorite blush. I've really been loving the really dramatic like blush this year, and the only blush I've been using this year is the Too Faced Sweethearts Perfect Flush Blush and Something About Fairy. This has shimmer and blush in it, so it's just perfect. It's what I have on my cheeks today. They look pink and shiny and amazing. Hands down, favorite blush. I can't wait. I want to buy all of the colors in these. They're so amazing. I've been using this for a long time and I haven't even made a dent in it, and the pigment lasts all day, and it's just amazing. I love it. I love it so much. So contouring became a really big thing in 2015, and my favorite palette, even though I just got it, it's already my favorite, is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit in light to medium. These shades are all really cool toned except for like this one, but cool toned. And this highlighter, this highlighter is amazing. It's shimmery and it just makes me glow. It's awesome. I love it. I apply it with my beauty blender. This middle shade is by far my favorite because it is really gray toned, and I'm so pale that anything that's not gray toned just looks like off and like doesn't blend into my skin very well. And one that was not amazing is Kat Von D's contour palette. The colors are really muddy looking to me. Definitely not for light skin at all. I wasn't impressed with the highlight colors since they are all mattes as well. Like, come on, I need shimmer. Whenever I tried to blend my contour, it would separate and patch and then kind of get darker in some areas and wipe away my foundation and all of the rest. And it was so frustrating because it ruined my makeup every time. I just sold the palette eventually because it just did not work for me. And I've heard that if you have dry skin, which I have like right now, and I have dry patches a lot, then Kat Von D's products are really not for you. So yeah, that concludes all of my favorites and not so favorite products of 2015. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure you give me the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Tell me what your favorite beauty products and least favorite beauty products are in the comments below. I love hearing about people's opinions about makeup, so please enlighten me with your views on makeup. Thank you guys. I'll see you in my next video.